Hello everyone, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the One Only here with another exciting video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Kindle Worlds. Kindle Worlds was a platform on Amazon that lasted from 2013 to 2018, a full 5 years, where writers were able to write, publish, and sell fan fiction on Amazon and get paid for it. I know that sounds very bizarre now, but apparently, as recently as last year and as far back as 2013, Amazon had a system set up where they talked to intellectual property holders who have copyrights over certain characters, worlds, and stories and said, hey, do you mind if people publish fan fiction on our Kindle store and we sell it based off of your properties? We'll have you guys look over the fan fiction yourselves. You guys can pick which ones you want to get published and which ones you don't want to get published. And we'll split the money up. So if you guys decide, hey, this guy wrote like a G.I. Joe fan fiction and we really like it, you'll get some of the money, and then whoever wrote the fan fiction will get some of the money, and we'll just sell it on our storefront, and people can buy it the same way that they buy like any book on Kindle. And those intellectual property holders were like, yeah, sounds like a plan. So that's essentially how it ended up going. And there were a bunch of different intellectual properties who decided, like, yeah, this would be a good idea, and I want my story universe to be a part of it. So you had stuff like Vampire Diaries, Shadow Man, Exo Man of War, different things like that, who were all like, yeah, like if someone wants to just write a story in our universe, publish, sell it, make money off of it, doesn't matter, yeah, they can do it. And there was a 5 year period where that was allowed. And I think that's very interesting. There are actually multiple authors who started publishing books through Kindle Worlds. And then now that Kindle Worlds is no longer a thing, they've transitioned into writing and publishing books just in general on Amazon. And they're people who weren't writing and publishing books before. I think that's a very interesting way to be able to build your own fan base. These are writers who otherwise would have had to have created their own original characters and stories and then tried to garner the attention of the general public and go, hey, I'm like a pond, not a pond, I'm like a drop of water in like the middle of the ocean. Like somebody noticed my like original property. But instead of having to do that, these are people who started off with like writing G.I. Joe novels and stuff like that. Like something that people are already familiar with and recognize and are already searching for. And then that's how they develop their fan base to now just be full on creating their own intellectual property that they now publish books on. And I think that's really cool. I think that's a great way to start. Imagine having like a portfolio and being like, yeah, so the way that I started writing books is that I was professionally writing for an IP, like a big name IP that people will recognize. And I'm like, that's pretty nice. Also, Kindle Worlds had a different way of setting up how publishing worked. So I currently publish through Kindle Direct Publishing. And for Kindle Direct Publishing, if you want a paperback book of whatever you wrote, you have to have at least 24 pages in your book. So there's like a page limit, like a page minimum. For Kindle Worlds, they had a word limit, and you could submit books or you could submit just short stories. And they would sell your individual short stories or your books. And like I said, you would get like some of the money, and then the intellectual property holders would get like another cut of the money. So they like split up the royalties. And I just think that's really cool because that's something you can't even do now. Like on Amazon, as it's currently set up, at least for paperback books, you can't do something like, I just want to publish one short story. It's like you publish a whole book, or it's like you're not publishing it. Now, maybe you can publish just a short story via their ebooks. I personally have never done that. That sounds interesting. But regardless, what are you all's thoughts on Kindle Worlds? Is this something that you would have personally liked to have had access to? If you were to write for Kindle Worlds, what intellectual properties would you have wanted them to have so that you could have created your own stories based around them? And why do you think they got rid of Kindle Worlds? Definitely tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'd like to thank you all once again for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. It's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the One Only, logging out. Peace.